I'm obviously not Dirk Fleischmann, but I'm really happy to show you his presentation. He absolutely wanted to come and be with us, and he was one of the first persons I talked to about this marathon camp, and he agreed already last November to come. Due to some complicated bureaucratic university issues in Korea, he cannot attend, so please enjoy the presentation, and we will later talk on Skype with Dirk about his projects if you have any questions.
Hello, my name is Tom. I am an American English voice. I know that using this computer voice is cheesy, but unfortunately Dirk Fleischmann cannot be here today, so I will speak about his work instead of him. Since 1997, Dirk has been creating a business conglomerate. His art inhabits economic forms and sneaks into given capitalist structures. The art projects intend to create financial profit, which he has been continuously reinvesting completely. This means the projects themselves create the budget for his next artistic investment. Thus, every project is a transformation of the earlier ones. Dirk asks, how come that the same corporation is constructing houses, ships, cars, cell phones, and televisions at the same time? Dirk finds this schizophrenic. He has been playing this game in a personal, artistic way with different meanings and more benefits than money, only. He is independent from the pressure of profit maximization. His strategy allows him to be complicated, slowly, failing and funny. Dirk's entrepreneurial activities are fully functioning microscopic models, which challenge commercial structures. The project's concept refers to his subjective bias, aversion and contradictions. His strategy is to create temporarily alternative conditions, with an attempt to regain with provisional means, societal fields, which seem to be completely occupied by conglomerates. Dirk selected my forest farm project to be explained more in detail. My forest farm is a carbon dioxide offset program in the form of a reforestation enterprise in the Philippines. Dirk started that in 2008. This website contains an epic visual archive and a blog about the initial development of my forest farm. My forest farm is a project about the commodity of the carbon credit, which was invented with the Kyoto Protocol. Carbon credits are subject to the emissions trading, also known as the carbon market. The visual validation of my forest farm is combined with ontological thought. The result is a series of photos with the title My Carbon Credits. This conceptual photo series substitutes regular carbon credits as a commodity. My carbon credits are available on the e-store on this website for €10. Usual reforestation projects transform the carbon dioxide sequestration of trees into a tradable carbon credit. This commodification process is a financial invention that is re-evaluated by my forest farm. My carbon credits project criticizes the conventional carbon credit marketing strategies and the illusions that they generate. My forest farm is a laboratory for image production, and it is tracking how images come into the world. However, the seductiveness of the images is beyond our control. It creates a world of its own. The sun is shining and we can see on this photo the location of my forest farm in the Philippines. No electric tools are used, except the digital camera that shot this photo. The camera creates visual accessibility to my forest farm, which otherwise would remain not yet to be seen. This is the outline of my forest farm. In 2008 and 2009 we planted 1,838 trees. Trees are offsetting carbon dioxide through photosynthesis, which is powered by sunlight. With the Kyoto Protocol, the process of sequestering carbon dioxide became a business. Carbon dioxide became a tradable commodity. The size of my forest farm is 17,000 square meters. Tis view is direction to the west. Now the cardinal orientation is to the north. This is a map of the Philippines. The blue anchor is the location of my forest farm, 2 hours east of Metro Manila, in the mountains. If you zoom in, you will find my forest farm on Google Maps. The white dots are our acacia trees. There are 23 different tree species, as you can see on the top bar. If you click on the name of the species in the top bar, you can see the locations of the trees. These are avocados. All trees are geotagged. Here is cacao, chico, coconut, Delandon, Duhut, Guava, Guayabano, Calamansi, Camagong. Here is our cassoy. In English we know this tree is cashew. The trees are numbered. If you hover over the dots, the tree name and its number would appear. If you click on a dot, the tree will show up. This is cassoy number 1 in the year 2008. A slideshow starts automatically and you can see the tree in different years. 2009, 2010, 2011. Now I need help. Can someone please click with the cursor on the image? But listen first, if you click, then the browser will open automatically and the Google Maps will show up. You can click on different tree species and individual trees to see the image of the trees. Please be patient. Depending on the internet connection, it might take a few seconds. After you played around enough, please click on the keynote icon in the applications dock and start the next slide of my presentation. Then I will continue to explain more. Now, here is our cassoy number 1 again. What do we see on this photo? We see the tree exposed to sunlight. That means the tree is in the process of photosynthesis. The tree is transforming carbon dioxide into oxygen while this photo was taken. The physical relation between light and the tree results in carbon dioxide sequestration. In analogy to that, the physical relation between light and the tree results in a photographic process that transforms the tree into an image. This parallel between carbon dioxide sequestration and image creation is basic for the artistic concept of my carbon credits. This photo was shot by Rodolfo Ferrer. Rodolfo is the farmer who takes care of my forest farm. The light of the tree is captured in this camera. The light gets absorbed by the sensor. and our cassowary number 1 is transformed into a digital file on this SD memory card. Thomas Dequia picks up the memory card once in a month from the farmer and brings it to his home in Metro Manila. In Manila, he uploads the images of the farm to Dirk Fleischmann's Flickr account. Here you can see our cassowary number 1. The tree made its journey through the fiber optic networks of the World Wide Web, all the way to the Flickr servers that are located in California, and Dirk Fleischmann can download our cassowary number 1 to his computer from the Flickr server. After the download, you can see now the cassowary number 1 in the directory on Dirk's computer. Now I need help, again. Please insert a blank CD and burn our cassowary number 1 on it. Escape from Keynote. Drag the file on the CD and click burn. After the CD is finished, eject it from the CD drive and give the CD to the audience. The audience may pass the CD around. Start the Keynote presentation again and click to the next slide. Now the tree data is visible to the naked eye and the location of the digital cassowary number 1 can be identified as a ring at the center of the CD. Dirk Fleischmann made macroscopic photos of the CD surface, where the digital tree can be visually traced. He used this camera to make the digital tree visible. If you zoom into the CD, you can see this. This is now a photo of the digital cassowary number 1. Both photos refer to the cassowary number 1. This image comes from cassowary number 1. It is physically related to the actual tree, as I showed you the physical journey of the digital image from the mountain into the CD. Also, this image comes from cassowary number 1. It is physically related to the tree and its carbon dioxide sequestrating photosynthesis as well. The title of this photo is My Carbon Credits, Cassowary 01. My carbon credit photos are for sale. You can buy them for €10 in the online shop of my forest farm. It is a series of 1,838 photos. There are 1,838 trees on my forest farm, hence there are 1,838 photos of trees and 1,838 different CDs with the photos of trees in. Let me summarize the intentions with this project. My forest farm is not delegating the approval of the quality standard of the project activity to certifying bodies. My forest farm provides you with an extensive archive of photos and videos, which helps you to observe the development of the project. It is a matter of your personal interpretation what you see in these images. My forest farm is offsetting carbon dioxide, but none of the generated carbon credits are for sale. What my forest farm offers is a series of photographic artworks with the title My Carbon Credits. It is a project created for the sake of reforestation as an attempt to do carbon offsetting, not for the sake of selling carbon credits. Moreover, it does not exculpate any kind of carbon dioxide emission of potential clients. My forced farm is following its own paradigms and it is challenging the existing carbon offset business models with artistic means. The promotion of the project depends on meaning instead of marketing. My forced farm offers art instead of carbon credits. Thought instead of speculation. Thank you.
So I will skip to Skype now. Dirk is watching us in live stream anyway, so I can say hello, Dirk, already. This is our first Skype conference, so we hope the connection is working. And please prepare for questions. And as I don't know if you can hear us, maybe you also be ready to come here to ask the question here, close to the computer, if it's possible.
Hallo.
Hallo
Hi,
Dirk,
Kira.
warte, bitte alles kompliziert. Hörst du mich?
Ja.
Alles klar.
Kannst du mich hören?
Ja. Können wir dich sehen? Ah, wir können dich auch sehen. Super, alles scheint zu klappen.
Mach mich mal ein bisschen kleiner, wenn es geht.
Ich? Okay.
Nämlich?
Yeah, okay, I try to make you smaller and then we switch into English because we are so used to speak German. Okay, I try to make you, okay.
Yeah.
Is this small enough? But it's all a mess on the desk, okay. But now you don't see you at all. No, I have to make you bigger, don't worry.
Okay.
Okay, maybe you want already or a little bit start to explain because we had no introduction from yourself. Maybe you can introduce you a little bit more beside your work, where you are, why you are not here. And
Jetzt ist es eingefroren.
okay, but we hear you. If it's frozen, we hear you. Hörst du uns noch? Okay, this is why we like to invite people. Dirk?
Also jetzt höre ich wieder. Der war gerade weg gewesen, nachdem du da das Fenster nicht geändert hast. Can you please repeat what you were saying? Sorry. I didn't hear you.
Okay, we hardly hear you, I must admit.
Okay, maybe switch off the video.
Switch off the video, okay.
The sound then? Yeah? Okay.
Geht es nochmal, das Video auszuschalten?
Actually, now it's fluent.
Okay, is it better?
Okay, yeah.
Okay,
cool.
perfect.
Cool, I can hear you, yeah.
Okay, so maybe you give us a short introduction again and a short hello personally.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, thanks for inviting me. It's a pity I cannot be there at the moment. I was so curious to participate in this fantastic marathon that you're organizing. Yeah. And now I'm in Seoul. It's 2:30 a.m. And yeah, I hope you could understand this computer voice well enough. It's the first time that I tried this actually, to have this fully automated keynote.
Yeah, I think we managed, yeah.
Yeah, and the introduction was, of course, very briefly. I mean, I think people are not aware of my other art practice, that I started this kind of business conglomerate in '97. And all these projects are somehow connected to each other, but I thought for the presentation today I will focus on only one project, which is one of the newer ones, about this farm in the Philippines. And because it represents very well my general interest, how we perceive commodities. Mm-hmm. And how you can do business, or the business that other businesses do, but and how different it becomes if you do it in a smaller scale or in a more personal level. And this is a project that that is feasible for one person somehow, and this is a basic paradigm for me in the way how I'm working.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, the idea to run a business or to create things out of other things already appeared in your very first exhibition, you told me, no?
Yeah, that started from, I started selling chocolate bars in my studio when I was an art student in the art school. And, there were 4 packages of chocolate bars, and I reinvested the profits that I made from selling these chocolate bars in the school. And everything what I'm doing now when I'm planting trees there in the Philippines, or when I produce shirts. You know, this is my other project at the moment with this fashion label. It all comes from this profits and previous.
Yeah. Are there any questions? Maybe can you please make the audience a bit brighter, because I don't see anybody. Are there any questions? Okay, there are no questions, Dirk. I cannot understand why. Maybe because they're scared to come closer to the computer. They're so used to people here. But then maybe I have another question, because you then worked, what you just said, in North Korea, like between South and North Korea, to produce fashion to sell. Maybe you can tell what your next step will be, because what is the next idea you're working on?
Yeah, you know, so far I have 7 different kinds of businesses, and you know, in Korea, I mean, teaching in a school. I'm interested in education also. And education is the business in Korea. Like in many places of the world, actually. In Germany, not so much, but Korea, it's a business. Students pay a lot of money.
Sorry, Dirk, the connection is getting really, really, really bad. We cannot hear you anymore.
Oh, that's too bad. I can hear you well.
I'm really sorry. But anyway, the time is already out, because we have 25 minutes, and now we just spent 25 minutes. I would say thank you. I will maybe recommend everybody to get in touch with you via your website. Check out the website and see the projects of Dirk there. This is all very good documented, and I think if you skim through it, you can see how they are all linked to each other, and how they are all coming out of somehow out of the last project in the next project, economically wise, but also the ideas are linked to each other. Dirk, it's a pity you are not here. Thank you for being our first Skype guest, and let's keep in touch. Thank you.
Okay.
Bye.
Thank you so much. Have
Ciao.
a great time there.